Hello, everyone, and welcome back. What if you could send out a perfectly timed, personalized email without lifting a finger? Sounds amazing, right? Well, today I'm going to show you just how to do that using Make and Deepseek. In this video, I'm going to break down how to combine these two powerful tools to automate your email outreach and take your lead generation to the next level. Whether you're looking to save time and grow your business, this is a game changer. Don't forget to grab your free AI checklist in the link below and check out our lead generation bootcamp in the link as well. And this will skyrocket your automation. If you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. If you're new here, check out the playlist in the link up above and catch up on all our tricks that we're giving here. And you can follow along as well. Okay, let's dive into how to make this work. And it starts with Make, of course. So Make is a tool. And if you go through here, it's basically a no-code tool that you can set up automations with. It's a great thing. I'm not going to go through this whole thing, but to give you an idea of the pricing and so forth, I don't pay for it, okay? And what I mean by I don't pay for it, I'm on the free plan. 0 a month, 1,000 operations. And this typically will get you to be able to send out 10 to 12 emails a day, which, okay, that's not a lot, you don't think, but 300 emails a month, that's pretty good. So let's go ahead and go into the system. As you can see, I actually have turned it off for a little while, and that's fine. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and go to a scenario. We're going to go ahead and set up a scenario here. Yesterday, if you recall, we set up our spreadsheet, filled it all in. I have it here. I'll always put in the first couple of lines as a test, and I'll show you why in a little while. Now, you also notice I have opening line here. We have two options to make this opening line. One is an extension, and it says GPT for Sheets document. But let's go ahead and I'll show you how you get that. You go to add-ons, get an add-on, and you're just going to go ahead and do a search as soon as it comes up here. Bear with me. You're going to go GPT, whoops, come on, there we go. GPT Sheets, and then we're going to go enter. And the one you're going to want is this one here, Talarian, GPT Sheets for Docs. Click that and it'll automatically add it. You have to do some allowances and that's easy enough. But then once you have it, it's right here. GPT Sheets, enable GPT functions. And this is another one that you can do for free. It'll load up here. It'll take another moment to come up. And I'll explain how this works here in just a minute. There's some great ways of handling this, but let's get this up first. All right. Continue, the functions are ready. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go over here and you want to go to API keys, get your API keys and put them in. This one does not accept Make yet, and that's okay. You can use OpenAI, Gemini, which is a free tool. Of course, Gemini is always free. And then Anthropic, these two I pay for them. But once we get that set up, then you're going to want to go to Custom Prompt. And what we're going to do in Custom Prompt is we're going to go ahead and say, please give me an opening line for a cold email message. I only want the opening line, no additional information. Please include, and we're going to come up here now, include the company name and an additional 10 to 15 words. This should be a complimentary statement about them. And then from there, there's something else I need in here. Let me think for a second. Complimentary statement. Do not make it about a sale and do not be corny. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that, and we're just going to run one row. You can make it all the rows, but I'm going to save everybody some time. You run. Bleh. Oh, I need the output. So I want to have it under the opening line. And I have these all labeled for specific reasons. So we'll run the output, and there it goes. And the reason it says test one is that's what the company name is. Test one, your innovative approach to industry challenges constantly sets benchmarks for excellence and creativity. All right, that's okay. The other way we can do this is using Deepseek, actually. And what I'll do is I'll jump down to here, where I'm using my own company at the beginning, and I'll explain why I do that in a minute. So let's just grab a few of these and then Control C that, and we're going to go over to Deepseek. And we're going to do the same type of thing. Please create an opening line for an email to these businesses. Include the business name, make each one unique, and please include the business name, make each one unique. They should have between 10 to 15 words besides the company name. Excuse me. Make sure that they are listed in the same order. Do not number them or include any additional information. I don't want them to say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just want to be able to copy and paste this back into my spreadsheet. Now I grab those and we'll put those down there and we'll just go for it. Here we go. See what it comes up with. This is probably going to be a lot better. All right, so we don't want the D, hello, dear, hello, hi. Okay, please redo that. Do not add dear. Do not, let's see here, please redo that. I do not want the hello. The hell. I do not want the hello. The opening line will be after the naming of the person. Please. All right. Well, let's see what happens. Let's see if these are any better. I don't want that. We care free estimates, I'm sure. Camilla construction. All right, most of these are okay. We can move them around. The biggest thing about using AI with anything is you want to use it as a tool, not an end-all be-all. Please redo that again. Do not make the name of the company the first word. So we just play with it till we get what we like here. Let's see what happens. All right, there we go. Hope this message finds you well and thrive in the world of AI solutions, Chatbot Native. I am reaching out to explore how your services can simplify roofing and construction estimates. We care for your estimates. Your representation, all right. Please include the, please redo and include the company name somewhere in the middle of the sentence and make it fit naturally. Let's try again. We'll get there. All right, this is much better. So what I would do is I would take these now that we have these opening lines, we're going to copy this, and we're going to come back over to our thing here, and we're going to opening lines right here. We're going to go Control V, and it skipped lines. All right, so that didn't work very well. So we'll try again. Please remove the spacing the line spacing between the results. Now it should remove that space. Here we go. That should be better. Now if I control this, there, that's much better. Control C. Come back to here. It's all trial and error. There we go. Now we can get rid of this one. And what you would do is you go ahead and get this done for all of them. So if I wanted to keep going with this, what I would do is I'd go right here and go, please do these, Control C. Great. Now do the same for these. And as you can see, you can get this done pretty quick. Once you get the format done, it should be much better. There we go. There we go. See, these are much better. And then now if I just Control C, I'll go ahead and capture this here real quick. Come down to here. There we go, Control C. And we'll go back over to that and come back here and Control C. There's our opening lines. We got a bunch of them done already. So now, how do we set the rest of this up? Well, we go over to Make, like I said. We get into our back office here. This is a great scenario thing, and I'll explain why I did that if you look back here real quick. Why I did this test 1, test 2, test 3. We want to run this a couple of times because there's going to be some mistakes, and that's okay. Mistakes happen, but we'll see if we can get this done in one shot. So we're going to go create a new scenario. Wait for that to load up here. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add Google Sheets as our trigger, and we're going to watch for new rows. And then we have My Google Connection. So you come up here and go to whatever it is that you're setting up. Search by path name. All right, My Drive. Let's go ahead and spreadsheet ID. I think we can either do, all right, here we go. Atlanta Roofing. We're looking for, not copy. We want, what's the name of it? What do I have it set up as? Roofing Philly. So let's come here and go Roofing Philly. There it is right there. So we're going to click on that. It'll load it up. Sheet name, sheet 1. That's what we have it down as. So if we look here, what it's asking for is this here, what sheet number it is. Okay. And then does it contain headers? Yes, it does. Rows with headers A through G. You can leave it on A through Z, but we'll leave it there. All right, limit. And this is how many it's going to pull at a time. So we're just going to go ahead and say 2. So we'll actually make it 1. That way I have a couple of chances to try to get it right. Specified ID all. Okay. So we got this set up, and we're going to go ahead and run this once. And the reason we want to run it once is so that it pulls all the information from the site. All right, now that we have that done, from there, we want to, okay, and what we want to do is we want to add another, not logs, that's the running of the stuff. We want to add another scenario here. So add another module. And this time we're going to go Google, or it might be Gmail. There it is right there. Gmail, send an email. Okay, simple enough, right? So under send an email, we have our account. We can send it to whatever we hook up to. And we're going to go 2, add a recipient. And then when we click on this, it's going to show all of our different things. So who are we going to send it to? We're going to send it to the email address, right? The subject, I forgot to put a subject. So we can just say, checking in. Content. Now, what we're going to do here with the content is we're going to go ahead and pull out. Here's the outline that we typically have that I was showing you the other day. So we're going to go ahead and copy this. And we're going to go back to our thing here. We're going to go content, and it needs to be HTML area. So let's clean this up a little bit because that just got really, Control Z. Sorry, accidents happen. Let's go ahead and Control V. And we're going to make this a little bit prettier in here. Clean it up a little bit so we can see it much easier without jumping around here. All right. Now it's looking a lot nicer, and we can actually, I don't know, read it. Make another line there. Delete this. That's good there. Let's go ahead and delete space there. Delete. Delete. Spin. It's just the spacing. I'm just making sure there's no extra spaces. Okay. So that's that. We can actually see what's going on here. So now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and go here. And we're going to go to our name. So somewhere in here, maybe it's under contact, there, a contact name. So let's get rid of this name thing here. Company name. And actually, you know what? We're going to change this whole thing out right here with a simple line, which is our opening line, which is what we got right there, right? Opening line. And then we're going to get rid of all this. And the reason we want to have this opening line like this and you want it to be unique is it gives us a better deliverability. Because if we don't do that, then a lot of times what'll happen is the systems will say, hey, they're sending the same exact email to thousands of people. Well, we can have most of this the same, but if we have something different and unique in each one, that's great. It works even better. So here we go, interactive demo, summary results. And that's it. So that one's done. Opening line contact. So the opening line will automatically have to see exactly, to help you see exactly how to have, we're going to actually put the company name in here too, just in case, have company name, get similar results. That works. Would you like me to send it over? Regards, Mark. Okay. Now, so that's step 2. Step 3, what we want to do is we want to add one more. We're going to go Google Sheets, and we're going to update this. Oops, sorry about that. Oh yeah, it's going to be update a row. So we're going to update a row, and we want to get the same exact one. So we're going to come down here, search, and we're going to go roofing Philly. There it is right there. So we get this one up, and then we're going to sheet name is going to be sheet 1, remember? And row number, we're going to go here, and we're going to update H, not sent. And I'll explain why I'm doing this. And what we're going to do is we're going to update that to say yes contains values. We're going to go opening line sent. Now we're going to change this to not sent. And see, once we do that, as the emails go out, or sent, I want to change it to sent, not sent. I want to say sent. Okay, there's that. And then what we want to do is we want to come over here and add a filter. set up a filter. We're going to label it sent, not sent, not sent. And condition, we're going to go this one. And we're going to go, where's it at? Not sent, H. Condition is this. And we want to add not sent, not sent, and go OK. So now what's going to happen is it's going to go through, it's going to look at the spreadsheet, come back to the spreadsheet here. It's going to look at the spreadsheet, and this line over here, I guess I gotta make that capital. This line here, it'll look and check, say if it says not sent, it'll go ahead and send it. And then as we go back into this, when it hits this, it's going to update that. And once it updates that, it'll now say sent. So let's change this to operators equals not sent. Okay, now that's done. I want to make it capital because that's the way I have it set up in there. So as those go through, and they'll update, and it won't send out the same email to the same people. Okay. Okay. Now there's one more thing I like to add to this, and this is going to be a tools, which we can actually go down here, tools, and we're going to go sleep. There we go, delay. And what I like to do again to help trigger this, I connect these two. Hold on, let me make it a little smaller so it's easier to work with. All right, there we go, it's connected. Now what I like to do in here is delay so it doesn't get hammered. This is a code, calls it basically anywhere between 10 and, well, anywhere between 30 seconds and a minute and a half. It'll delay it. So it's a random number, 30 seconds to a minute and a half. And that way you're not just hammering this thing out. Okay, let me take a quick look, make sure everything is set up properly. That looks good. This one looks good. Let's change this over to this one. Now it should work. Might need to update it. Failed. I changed the token here, guys. Refresh. Okay, sometimes you'll get this, and all you need to do is refresh the token to get it done, and I'll show you where you do that. Give me a moment. Okay, I just wanted to show you how that happens here real quick. So, like I say, it's not showing that it's not verified or anything like that. Easy enough. What you want to do is you want to come over here to More. You want to go to Connections. And let's go ahead and open a new tab because I don't want to have to save and jump back and forth. So open that up. As it loads up here in Connections, you'll have a couple of different buttons. And I already verified it, but like for example, you can verify here and you'll see you get a little check mark. Even the Arlene one, verify, it'll come up with a check mark. But if you need to reauthorize, you click on this. You can do this as many times as you want. It'll ask you which account here in just a moment. We're going to go this one. And we're going to, okay, well, yes, this is Integromat. I trust what they're doing. So we're going to go ahead and say continue. And then sometimes there may be check marks up here that you have to click on, like access to read, write your emails, and then continue. And it'll finish off here in just a moment. Perfect. And it's done. And you can see it's checked for reauthorize, and that one's good to go because it's verified as well. We go back to Integromat here. We come back over here. Let's go ahead and refresh it. And we should have the verify. I'll go back to Arlene. Refresh. Come on. Refresh. It's not refreshing. It's there now. There, it disappeared. That little asterisk thing. So let's go ahead and run one time. Let's make sure we only have this set up for one. Contains tables, yes. Sheets, limit 1. Okay. And we'll run once. And it goes through, checks the filter, runs through, Gmail sent. There was an error here. This is why I always double check things. So let's see what the email sent out. Copy to, commit, finalization. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pause, pull this open and show you the actual email. I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, I just wanted to, this is not a necessary step. I've been playing around with it and I don't want to make this video too long. So what we can do is we can actually delete this module and just go straight into this, sent, not sent, and then it'll go ahead and run through. I did, and to be clear, I did add a couple extra tests in here, but if we go back to our sent messages, you can see now it has the whole information in there. I hope this message hide expanded. So yeah, so I hope this message is over the past 15 years. So it's got the whole thing in there. So now what'll happen is if we go back to this and we go ahead and run once, it'll go through. There should be no errors this time. Sending out the email and the next line, that works fine. The tools, it's sleeping, and then it would start over again and keep sending those out. So if we look over here again, we go checking and we refresh this. Let's go back here. You'll see there's 4. There's another one that just sent out. There we go. And you can see how it's going through there. And then it's still doing the sleep. Like I say, it can be up to, I think it's actually up to 2 minutes on that. So we can set this. We're gonna go ahead and stop this, but you can see it does work just fine. It'll stop here in a second anyway. And that's how it works. So you could set this up and send out 5 emails a day. Now, what I would do if you set this up through Gmail is I would only send out the first week or so, only send out 3 to warm up the email account. And then after that, you can adjust that and increase it. And the way you increase those numbers is you come into here, like I said, and the limit. So you can go 3, 5, 6, however many you want. I increase it up to 5 after a couple of weeks and then just leave it there. And to show you that it doesn't take up that much, oh, save changes. That's fine. Save anyway. The unsaved change, it was over there. You can see, I mean, I sent out 4 emails and that's 14 operations. So it doesn't take a whole bunch. 5, you figure 5 is, these were 5 each right here. So 16 operations a day. That's at 5 times 2. That would be 10. That's 32. So you're pushing right at that 1,000 operations a month. So it's pretty easy to set up, pretty easy to do. And you can adjust it so that it checks it once a day and sends it out once a day. You can set the timing and so forth. But if you really want to get serious about getting great leads and doing completely automated, go ahead and check out the lead generation camp. And tomorrow we're going to go more in depth on how we can use Make and what other great things we can do with it. Thanks for your time.